The head of the DNC, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, otherwise known as Debbie Do Anything for Hillary, has made her stance on recreational marijuana clear. She states, "I don't oppose the use of medical marijuana. I just don't think we should legalize more mind-altering substances if we want to make it less likely that people will travel down the path toward using drugs. We've had a resurgence of drug use instead of a decline. There's a huge heroin epidemic." Now note that she's making a Republican argument. See, she's taking a drug such as marijuana and she's comparing it to heroin, a drug that actually is addictive or potentially destructive. But if you are against the legalization of marijuana, it's a perfectly legitimate position to hold. That is, if you're actually consistent of your application of this stance. So I take it that she's also against alcohol, another mind-altering drug, right? Well, Attention explains that at the same time that Schultz sounds the alarm about drug culture in the U.S., the Florida representative has received a large pool of money, at least $18,500 during the current cycle, from alcohol PACs for her re-election campaign. Oh, okay, so this totally makes sense now. So you actually like mind-altering drugs if they help you get elected, huh? Okay, I see what this is. Complete hypocrisy. Now, in fact, when you look at her campaign contributions, Big Liquor is one of her top 5 campaign contributors. She's accepted thousands from the beer, wine, and liquor industry to fund her re-election campaign from PACs such as Bacardi USA, the National Beer Wholesalers Association, Southern Wine and Spirits, and the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America. But don't worry, because she knows she's actually going against the party, but she doesn't mind because her personal experience both as a mom and as someone who grew up really bothered by the drug culture that surrounded my childhood. Not mine personally. I grew up in suburbia. Okay, so as a child, you were bothered by drug culture. As a child, I was really worried about this, so now I really don't like it, so I want to ban it as an adult. Okay, then don't do it if you don't like it. But you're being a hypocrite. You say you're against marijuana because it's a mind-altering drug, but yet you're in favor of alcohol. Come on, give me a break. But what is this really about? You see, the reason why she's against it is because Big Liquor sees legal weed as a threat. They don't want alcohol sales to go down and weed sales to go up. So what she's doing is she's protecting her donors. We've seen this time and again in Congress. Anyone who donates to a candidate or someone in Congress, well, suddenly they're going to be more sympathetic to the position of their donors and the business interests of their donors. Now, this is just my speculation, but I mean, come on. The proof's in the pudding. This is a clear case of hypocrisy. And we know that she's just, conforming to their interests. And this is because Debbie Wasserman Schultz is a corporatist Democrat, just like Obama, just like Hillary. So I'm not surprised that she would take on this type of a stance. Now, with that being said, DNC chair, not the right place for you. You need to step down. We don't want you there. You don't represent the party very well. You don't represent voters. It's time for you to step down and recuse yourself from this position, especially because you have a conflict of interest with Hillary Clinton since you ran her 2008 campaign. But, this just gives us one more reason to dislike you.